So in this video, I wanted to talk about things that have been really helpful to me, have been assisting me to walk away from my emotionally abusive family. And hopefully this will get to you who can relate to some of my experiences, who can relate to some of my my story. And if you're struggling with the same thing, I hope that my advice can help you in some ways. So yeah, hi everyone, welcome back. I just got back from my hometown. I was there for my spring festival holiday. I spent about 2 weeks with my family and I just got back. So today I want to go deep into the family topic and expose a little bit more about myself, because I feel like I haven't even had a an official introduction about myself. So my name is Yimo Wang. I'm 100% Chinese and I was born in 1998. So I'm currently 27 years old and I live in Qingdao, China. And I am from a city that is like in the northeastern part of the China. Like, where is that? Okay, so yeah, China. Yeah. So the reason why I speak Chinese is fuck. Of course I speak Chinese. So the reason why I speak English is I went to New Zealand when I was 16 and I was there for 5 years for my uni education. So I came back when I was 21 and I've been working in this country ever since. Yeah, so that's me. And since we're talking about family, so I'm gonna be revealing some about my family too. So my parents divorced when I was pretty young. So I was raised by my grandparents and my mom. So basically, like, the mom side of the family is all I have. I met my dad for the first time when I was 16, like right before I went to New Zealand. Yeah, so that's a whole other story. Yeah, so my mom's side of the family is like all I have. And my mom's side of the family, we have been very lucky that we from the older generations we have received very good education, so we were able to have quite decent jobs, and we didn't really worried too much of, like, financially on on the financial aspect. But yes, we struggled with very serious, like, emotional abuse, you know. My grandma has a very serious emotional issue. That is, she cannot control her temper. She cannot control how she behaves, like how she reacts to things that have let her down, have like doesn't meet her expectations. She will literally like just flare up, and like no matter what the circumstances, everybody's so like on guard. Everybody's so nervous all the time, because we're so nervous that like what something we say or something we do will literally just like set her off immediately. So her face will go like I remember there was one time, because my I have two aunts, which is like, so my mom has two younger sisters. So one is living in my hometown and one is living in San Francisco. So the aunt who's living in San Francisco, she flew back for the spring festival holiday. We haven't seen her for like 8 or 9 years. Like, we haven't seen her forever. So we were so excited about it. We were so happy to see her and we were about to have the best time. Just on the Chinese New Year Eve, you know, we have like that dinner was a really big thing for us, right? We usually would have dumplings. So my auntie was chopping the chives, which is, you know, a very normal common scene feeling for the dumplings. So she was chopping the chives, and she was apparently it was okay size for me, but apparently that was like way too large for my grandma to see. So like my grandma just immediately like just flared up immediately. And I remember she like tossed the chopping board, along with the chives, like all the ingredients, all the veggies, and also the knife, like all of that into the sink. And nobody was having dumplings at that night, so we had like something else. We are very like walking on the eggshells all the time, like around her, but at the same time you love her deeply. So my grandma is currently living at my auntie's, so she would usually like put a lot of pressure and just put out her anger on her. Auntie will pass this, so my auntie passes that anger onto her husband and my mom. So my mom will then pass this anger to me. So it's like, yeah, it's a loop. It's like, yeah, we are bonding. You will see that family emotional issues usually lead to your physical illness as well. So all of my aunties, including my grandma, they all have thyroid disease, and as well as the breast disorders. My mom just diagnosed with what's it called? Myasthenia gravis. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but yeah. So that's an autoimmune disorder as well. So you will see a lot of the emotion on your body that's like keeping you unhealthy. So it's a very, very big issue that you need to really do something with that. You can't just be there forever to like let it ruin your body, let it ruin your mentality, let it ruin your both physical and mental health. That's not healthy. So you need to walk away. You need to find yourself a new place to start a new life. First thing, and I think it's the most vital one, is keep distance from your family and try to be independent. By independent, I mean both mentally and financially. Because when you are financially independent, that's when you are able to create a new life for yourself. That's the capital for you to walk away from them. Because if you are still relying on your family for money, they're gonna hunt you forever. You can do like move to a new neighborhood, move to a new city, move to a new country. It really depends on like how far you want to go, but I suggest at least you can do is to move to a new neighborhood, because if you are around, you will be affected more or less. It's the fact. You will absorb all the toxicities from them all the time, and they're gonna be like influencing you from the inside out. So you will become toxic too. That's something that you don't want to see. So for me, I moved to a city that my family doesn't know a lot of people here, so I'm like very free here. I have my full freedom here. I can do whatever I want, and nobody knows who I am. Nobody knows like what I'm doing every day. So I don't have the spy around me 24/7. So what I want you to do is like you need to be away from them, to have your little place just to your own, and you need to have that safe space for yourself, just away from those toxic people. Because yeah, you need to be physically away, otherwise it's gonna I think in my case, I am lucky that my family isn't like physically abusive. But if your family is like both physically and mentally, they're like you're going dual, like going both ways, you need to find a place for yourself. So you need to leave them as soon as possible. Yeah, so that's the first thing. money and a new place. And the second thing is, don't get too attached into this constant tag of war, because there's no winners in this game. Everybody is like the victim. Everybody is, you know, this game is meaningless. This game is like endless. You fight with them, but there's no winners over this fight. You know, the true winner is you. You are not involved anymore in their game. You're not involved in that situation anymore. You walk away. Walking away is a very powerful move. So you need to walk away. You need to be like excluded from all that is happening, right? What I learned from my perspective is I love them, so I want them to see my worth. So I want them to see me. I want them to validate me. So I want them to love me. But at some point you will realize that some people, they don't know how to love. Yes, they definitely, they love you in their way, but they just don't know how to love. Love is a very precious attribute, and love is a very precious ability that not many of us have that. So yeah, you need to realize that. It's very sad, but it's true. So yeah, we do love them. We love our family. We love them deeply, but sometimes it's, yeah, you need to protect yourself first. You need to love yourself first in order to love them in a better way, in a healthier way. Otherwise, you're gonna be the same. You're just in this toxic spiral that is like going on and on. You're spiraling with them. You need to get out of that spiral. You need to stand out of it in order for you to see the whole point of view, to see the whole thing, in order for you to have a healthy environment to grow. So the third thing is you need to trust your instinct. So when I was inside of the situation, I could not see clearly like what's going on, because I was one of them. Okay, you need to get out of that place. You need to get out of that situation in order for you to see the whole thing, in order for you to understand what's really going on in there. So now I am able to see, like, having a better idea, be mindful of what was going on, or what is going on in my family. You know, sometimes you just don't trust yourself enough. If you talk to someone, they'll be like, I didn't see that. I don't think so. Or if you talk to your, you know, the family members, they will be like, no, like they will literally like be mad at you and be like, are you insane? Like, we don't have that. Or the even worst case, they're gonna be gaslighting you into like things are not happening at all. Like, you will be like, am I crazy? Am I insane? Like, is this really like not true? Am I being like overly sensitive? Like, am I being like reacting too much? So when I told my mom I wanted to move out and I wanted to move to a new city, my mom didn't believe me that I could make it, which to this day I am still very, you know, very shocked. But you need to believe in yourself. You need to trust yourself that you can make it, because I think you should be the one that's like the first to trust yourself. You can make something happen, because other people, they don't know you. Even your parents, even like your friends, your parents, those people you think that are most close to you, they don't know you. They don't know like who you are. And you know, people's jealousy is sometimes really like subtle, you know, because they've been living like in the small town for their whole life, or they've been like having shitty days, shitty life, so they don't really want you to like go up, like go really like better off in your life. It's really like, it's true. So you need to really believe in this person over here, and you will sometimes be so surprised that like how many things you can do, like how much potential you have. Don't ever try to change anyone. Don't even don't even think about it. Don't even try to expect they will change. People change when they have the urge to change. People change when they feel like they really need to change. They don't change because like some words you say to them. They don't change easily. So you can't expect them to someday finally realizing, oh, okay, so I'm so sorry that I've been very abusive to you. I have been like treating you very badly. No, don't even have that angel side. I call it angel side, because it's like, no, we're human. Like we naturally we don't like to change. So, and we don't like to admit that we're wrong. So I always think that a lot of people today, they're just children under the grown-ups costumes. You can't recognize them as, you can't take them as grown-ups just because they're aging. The emotional maturity doesn't align with age, okay? Some people, they're just aging. They don't grow up, okay? So if you know that, it's giving you that kind of relief. A lot of things, a lot of thoughts, a lot of flashbacks are gonna come back to you in your head. The detoxing process, I call it detoxing. It's all the toxicities in you is gonna come out. You're healing yourself, so you need them to come out so that you cure. For me, I suffered from EDs and sleeping issues and migraine for a very long time, and I sometimes need a little alcohol to help it, but I'm not alcoholic. I don't like have addiction to it. But you know, you need to let them out. You need to let all your feelings out. Don't repress them. Don't ever try to repress them. And you're probably gonna do a lot of crying as well, because crying is actually very healing. But I need you to know that you need to have faith in yourself. You need to have faith in you are gonna work out of this. You are gonna be cured. You are gonna be better. So I had that faith in me all the time, even though I was like eating, I was like drinking alcohol, I was drinking, I was like crying, I was like doing all that stuff. But I strongly believe that I will be better after this. So now I am back to the healthy mode on eating. I don't have that eating disorder anymore. My mind is like stronger than ever. I am stronger than ever. So you will see the progress. Yeah, you will see it, and you got this. You might need a pillar of emotional support. I highly recommend it to not be a human being or a pet. Something that's like shifting, that may change, is something that I do not recommend you to see it as your emotional support. You can do like reading, sports, or like knitting, or just some of the things that do not change. They are stable. They're always there. They're always there, like bringing you positive energy. That's something that's really ideal for me, as I have a very cozy little apartment that is like fully belongs to myself. They won't go anywhere and they won't let you down. And not like humans, they always let you down, haha. And pets, they are lovely. Pets are lovely, but you know, they're not gonna be there forever with us. So that's why I recommend you to have something that's fixed. Another thing I recommend you to do is to have a filter inside of you to filter out things that are very disparaging, like really hurtful things that they say about you, because most of them are not even true. Like sometimes they say really harsh things. Like my mom, when she gets mad, when she's like, you know, just like not herself, she says like things that she doesn't even know what she's talking about. And she will like behave like literally like losing her mind. You know, people who hate, they just love to hate. they hate for hate. So yeah, when I was depressed, I see the whole world is like black and white. I see nothing as beautiful. I don't like anything. I don't like anyone. I see everybody is like ugly. I comment very harsh words on everyone. So those people, they're sick. They're not even themselves. You do not need to blame anyone, especially for those who are hurting you, who cannot control their temper, who have abused you in every way. You do not need to blame them, because for one thing is they probably brought up that way. That was their childhood. They were raised that way, so that's the way they think like people should be raised. Now I have full like understanding towards my family, towards my grandma, like everybody in my family, because like yes, they have said very hurtful things to me, and they've done something like very hurtful to me too. But I like just because I have seen like the limitations of everybody, I know that you sometimes they don't have the privileges that you have today, so they might not have like that like better off family that is like rich enough for supporting their education, or they didn't have the chance as you to go outside of the country and receive education in another place, and they had to stay in that little town, in that little city for their whole life. So we we are privileged. I think I am privileged in many ways. I think I love my family even more, not less. I see that they are just human beings, so they're not perfect. They make mistakes. And this time when I went back home for the Spring Festival, I think I can see my change. I don't fight back anymore. I just feel like I'm not in that game anymore. I'm not in this narrative anymore. Like, you do you, I do me. Like I have leveled up. I am in another. I have upgraded my system. So
you are iPhone. You are still iPhone 7, and I am iPhone 17 now. So yeah, we're different. No, just okay.
Yeah, just I will just walk away or be just total silent. Cause, girl, you're not gonna hurt me. Like, I know who I am. Like, I know what you're talking about is not true. It's not gonna like hurt me. It's not gonna define me. It's gonna do nothing. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.